you want to just start off like,
Yeah, so just to give people a bit of context, and excusing the lighting on me, we met in another platform group, and that's really where I got to see your knowledge, expert skills, and just really got drawn into. So I joined that platform. You set up a mini course to help learn that platform. And so that's when I got to see just really the scope of your helpful nature, as well as your expertise in websites, ClickFunnels, WordPress, customize CSS, SEO, all the things that just really impressed me when I saw you help others and share, nuggets here and there as well. So when you went to launch ClickHubs, that was super exciting because it was super exciting to see, because I know your passion of using a great platform. I know you had some irritations on the one that we were trying to use, and you just were trying to work with that, but you really had a vision on what really would be great for business owners, and just anyone trying to create a successful business or use websites in any way. And so that frustration kind of led to a good thing, where you then had the opportunity to create ClickHubs. You can talk about who that's been in partnership with in a minute, but just where that all came from and how it started out.
Yeah.
So do you want to just kind of describe how that went for you in your vision, in making that decision, in your vision for ClickHubs, and how it got going?
Yeah, absolutely. So first of all, thank you. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate your support all these years. Can't believe we've known each other for maybe 3 years or more now. It's been since.
Yeah.
So yeah, with the other platform, well, before that, I've been doing web development. I've had my own business probably for 17 or 18 years, mainly doing WordPress web development. Probably 7 or 8 years ago, I started doing Facebook ads for some clients, and I really, really fell in love with the marketing side of things. And it's kind of ironic, customer service to me is really important, and, keeping my word and taking care of people. If I quote something and I made a mistake, I don't go back and tell people you have to pay me more money. It's my mistake, so I just do the work and I take the loss. That's kind of my attitude. And so all these years, I've never had to market my business. It's just been word of mouth and referrals and things like that. So it's kind of funny that I really fell in love with marketing. And, until recently, I haven't marketed in my own business much, but I've done it for clients, and it's just been awesome. I've gone through the ClickFunnels coaching. It was like $30,000 a year, so I really invested heavily in coaching and learning marketing and funnels and automations and all that stuff. And so when we met with the other platform, it was a new platform, had a lot of big promises, and the founders, had success with other platforms, really brilliant marketers. But as we quickly found out, it was a marketing first, software second company. And so the focus was really on the marketing, and a lot of mistakes were made. And, more than the problems with the software, I just had problems with the way they were operating the company, the way they were, it kind of seemed a lot of times to me, they weren't really transparent when things were broken, and, they wouldn't really tell people. But, you might be doing Facebook ads. There was a time where I was doing some Facebook ads and I didn't know it was broken. I had to find out myself and lost money, because I was sending Facebook ads to a broken page, and they just never announced things like that. And, I just didn't really, after a couple of years, I just didn't really feel aligned with their direction and their core philosophy. And I just decided I want to do something for myself where I can help people the way I want them.
I'll just pause just briefly just to comment on that, to also give people a bit of perspective. This is one of the reasons why you stood out, because in the other platforms, Facebook community, when things were broken or people were struggling to make something work, because it was, they were building in better stage, so everything wasn't all together. But just to see kind of two things. One is where you would jump in and help people in the community to help them understand or help them solve the problem, but also with the developers of that platform, where you would suggest what could work, or even suggest some of like the coding things or the scenarios. So I saw you really shine in showing them what could be possible and how to do it. You weren't just saying, just do this. You kind of showed a lot of guidance on how they could do that or what to consider. And that was one of the most impressive things before I joined your community. That was what really warmed me to understand your skill set. So I just wanted to come in and touch on that, but please
Oh, thank
continue
you.
about
Yeah.
the ClickHub story.
Yeah, funny enough, I mean, I never, never claimed or insinuated that I know how to make my own software company, but I've been doing this for a long time. So from a user point of view, I definitely had a lot of thoughts, and I really was hoping that I could contribute and, share, but they weren't very receptive to that. And, I would post in my own private group, which a couple of their upper people were in my private group as well. And I would just post, if something was down, I would just post factually, not opinion. I wouldn't be like, this platform sucks. I would just say, this is down, just be careful. But I would post that regularly, and they kind of got upset at me for posting that. And they're like, why would you post that? It's going to be fixed in 10 minutes. And a lot of times it wasn't fixed in 10 minutes. But I just felt like people had the right to know, if they're running their business and they're sending people, maybe they're going to start a launch or something like that. You have a right to know if the platform's not working. And so I felt.
Yeah, definitely customer service. Like even when I did join your group and, you were still trying to work with this platform that was in beta and working with the tools that you've got there, and just your dedication to communication. The moment anything was down or whatever, to let people know if there was a workaround. And so without going into that other platform, it was just for me seeing you really demonstrate customer service at its highest essence I could imagine, because
Awesome.
you
Yeah.
really do care about people. So it's like dollars are the bonus of having a business in something that is through your passion, but your passion is helping people get set up in business and be able to make that strong and successful. So the things were going on to create a push over here. And how did it lean towards creating something?
Well, before I started doing supporting the other platform, that was kind of my first really course that I've created and had some success with. Before that, I was just trying to figure out, I really enjoy my agency, my business. It's going well, but I wanted to do something that I could do scale much bigger and automate more. So I thought, I want to do courses and things like that. And for several years, I was thinking, how can I make money online? And I never had any success. And finally, I realized that I like helping people. So if I just focus on how can I help the most people, then that's what I'm going to do. And when I made the shift, then I started making money kind of as a secondary. Of course, we all need to make money. We all want to make money, business and whatever. But that was the shift that helped me really, was just, not just believe the money's going to come somehow and just focus on helping people. And so, after my disappointment and my feeling of, I didn't want to be aligned with this company anymore. I'm not saying they're bad or whatever. I just didn't agree with decisions they made. So I was talking to my partner, Chris, for a while. We were talking about partnering on something, but we didn't really have an idea. And so I just thought, with High Level, which is the platform we're using now, people call it Go High Level. I've been using that for a couple of years before this. So it's been going on about 4 years now for clients and a little bit for my own business. So I thought, let me just make my own platform, because they white label the software, and then you can kind of build it how you want. And then I can help people the way I feel people deserve to be helped and treated, and create my own SaaS, as they call it, my own software as a service. And so Chris and I it really came about really quick. We were talking about doing some coaching, some courses and things like that. And we shift to this, which was tied into something else that I was kind of working on. And then probably within a couple of weeks from the time we first talked about it, we just decided to go for it, and we just launched and started building out stuff. And so the beauty of High Level is it's been around for 6 or 7 years. And they have now, I think, over 700 employees now. The company it's growing so fast, and their really core focus is on their customers, which is me. And in turn, I focus on my customers. And the features that they've added in the last year, the improvements, the updates, it's truly amazing. It's an all-in-one platform. So it's just a single login, and it's a CRM platform. So you can manage your customers, your customer relationship, your sales pipelines, websites, funnels, email automations, email newsletters. You can take payments, send invoices, proposals. Now there's a community aspect, so you can have like your own private Facebook group, but outside of Facebook, as you know, Facebook's reach is really, really bad, even in groups now.
Yeah, it's outgrowing the community side, and it's good having other options.
Yeah, and affiliates, so you can run your own affiliate programs through here. You can have your own scheduling calendars, so you can send people a link and they can book appointments with you. And all this is automated. It all ties into one platform, so you don't need to use a Zapier or third-party apps to connect different things, which when you do that, there's a lot of points of things breaking and not sure what's the weakness. And so we just decided, and we signed up for a new account there. I still have my old account for my business as well. I'm just a big fan of the platform, and not just the platform, but the management and the community is just absolutely amazing.
I think this was one of the things for me too. So I'd heard about Go High Level through a variety of groups, and it's certainly got a solid reputation. I haven't really heard bad things. I've heard just glowing from a variety of different kinds of businesses and entrepreneurs. And so it does have a lot of integrations with other platforms. So there's a lot of favorites platforms that people use that they can still link in, but it is great to know that a lot of that also isn't needed. So the fact that the platform is so strong in its own right without needing those other platforms, and then it also is a cost saving. But just for example, so I know website wise, it has, there's some templates and you can obviously create directly from the platform. For WordPress lovers, I know that it also integrates with WordPress. And do you want to just touch briefly on the WordPress side, and particularly the WordPress side for the WordPress lovers, or just the differences, but for those still wanting WordPress, how that ties in with ClickHubs?
Yeah, so WordPress is its own software, so you still have to have that hosted in database. ClickHubs and High Level has WordPress hosting, so we charge it's going to be $30 a month for our hosting, and it's hosted in Google Cloud. And then I'll just share my screen here so you can see the advantages to hosting it in ClickHubs. It's really just pulling in that single login. You can see my screen, okay? Just to make sure.
Yep,
okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's really just pulling that single login into ClickHubs so you can manage as much as possible here without having to go to your WordPress admin. So if you come into analytics, they've got some basic analytics here where you can see where people are coming from, desktop, mobile, and some details. This is fairly new too, so this will grow soon as well. But this is where it gets really cool because you can come in here and you can manage users from here. So instead of having to log into your WordPress admin, you can just come into your ClickHubs dash. You can add users, you can change roles, you can delete people. Same with plugins. So you can come in here and you can update your plugins here. You can pause them, deactivate them, delete them. This is really useful because a lot of times a plugin update can crash your WordPress website, and it's hard if you can't access the admin, you can't deactivate the plugin unless you go into like the SFTP where you get to the server and you find the folders and do that. But for people that are that advanced or they don't want to use that stuff, you can just come in here and disable your plugins, try to figure out which one is causing the problem. So without having to go into WordPress. And it's also just gives you an easier way to update things without having to log into your WordPress admin. Same with the themes. You can manage your themes from here. Disable, delete, turn them on, update. And then currently we have 3 backups hosted here, so you can restore a backup from one of the last 3 days. So if something crashes on your site, you can come in here and just click to restore it. And then advanced settings, you can access the database, phpMyAdmin. You can turn on debugging, which will show any errors on the front. Clear your cache. And then the last thing I didn't mention was recently we have staging site. So you can click this create environment button and it will create a duplicate of your website so that you can run your tests on your staging site. And then when everything's good, you can pull it into your live site or either manually or automatically. So
Thank you.
Yeah, really handy.
So while you've got that screen, do you want to do I know there's so much to this platform, so without like going into all the things, but just at a top level, can you just give a bit of a run through of, like, I know you mentioned briefly what it covers because it is a very much a long list and you'll obviously, have that on the sales page, but just to see people while we're here in the platform, just kind of touching on what it covers.
Absolutely. So this is the main dashboard, and I won't get too deep on here because it really is, it can be overwhelming because it really, I like to think of it this way. Unless you have a specialized business, this can run your entire business. And what I mean is, if you're a realtor, maybe you need an IDX website. So this doesn't have IDX, but you can integrate to IDX. If you have a car sales business, you probably have an inventory software for managing your cars, but this can run the rest of your business other than, tracking your inventory and things like that. So it really is an all-in-one app for running the majority of most people's businesses, and in some case, it can run all of your business for just most people that are doing online marketing. Really amazing. And if you're a local business, it ties into like Google My Business, which is now Google Business Profile.
Yep.
You can chat, manage chats. People can actually schedule appointments from Google into your calendar here directly. So it has a really deep integration there as well. So with that said, I'll just do a quick overview of the different features, and let me go back into our account here. So this is the main dash. So when you come in here, you can just get a snapshot of your sales pipeline, conversion rate, opportunities. So I'll show you this in a moment. There's some tasks here, so you can use it as a little bit of a project management. So keep track of tasks, and it will send you reminders when they're due. And down here, you can see where your leads are coming from. You can see it ties into Google Analytics and shows a little report here. You can see our analytics is broken. We haven't connected that. We're building our live website is about to launch next week, so we'll get our analytics and stuff set up. If you're doing Facebook ads, it'll pull that in here, and also Google ads that will all pull in here. So it has a really good integration with all of that. And a few things that are unique to us, that we're building is we're just adding this right now. So we're still working on the styling. It doesn't fit our look yet, but we'll be improving this. But we have now 24/7 live support. So 24 hours a day, you can get in touch and you can speak to a person, live chat. This is also an AI bot. So if you just want to try to find an answer here on your own, you can do that. But the live chat, this is fairly new for us, but so far people are getting a live person 24 hours a day within 1 to 5 minutes. So 1 or 2 minutes, you can be speaking to a person for support. So that's really amazing. And then we also have our own help docs that we've been building out in here. So this is also in the dash. And these are videos that we've created specifically for our platform. And we've got these jump links. So you can just come down here and try to find what you're looking for. And if you click on that, it just takes you straight to that section of the video. So really trying to make it.
I must say is amazing to be able to, because it is about a big platform, to be able to find just specifically what you're wanting to work on. Obviously, there's that help if there's something you get stuck on, but the fact that the videos are set out that you don't have to watch the entire video, you can go straight to the timestamp is amazing.
Yeah, we custom developed this, so it took a little finagling to get it to work, but I think it works super well. I think the concept, I tried to think about me as a user of the platform, not as an owner of it. And, my first thing is if I get stuck, I want to just be able to find answers quick. I don't necessarily want to try to talk to somebody. I'd rather, if I can find a quick answer and move on, get back to work, I'd rather do that. So that's why we designed this way. There's a search up here. You can search by category, but these categories here kind of match the menu. So it's just laid out in a logical sense where it's really easy to find your way around. Just jump to the video. The videos are hosted on a CDN, so they load super fast and, high definition, all the quality. But these are recorded by us. So, we've gotten a lot of feedback from our members, and we're trying to make these videos based on what people need help with. As people ask us something, we'll record a new video and put it in here.
Yep.
So that's super amazing. We also have a 7-day onboarding challenge, which is a 7-day setup challenge. So it's a course that's broken up into 7 days, and each day is a short section. So you can just take it in chunks. And by the time you're done, gone through 5-6 days, you've got the platform mostly set up for yourself. And then also you have a really solid understanding of what all you can do here. And so when you're ready to start utilizing the other parts of the platform, you can do that. And then a couple other things that we have that are not specific to high level, but these are ClickHubs things, is we have an in-app Facebook ad launcher. So you can choose from a bunch of pre-made templates, and we'll be adding more of these, and you can connect your Facebook account. Yeah, this is really awesome.
I hadn't seen this section yet, so it's I'm seeing it for the first time here.
Yeah, so we're still we haven't officially launched this to everybody. So we've launched to a few select people so far, but it will be available soon to everybody that's on our upper plans. That includes you. So once you choose a template here, you can come in here, and then you can decide if you want it to be a lead form, landing page, or Facebook Messenger, what type of ad. And then you can do custom audiences, location targeting, update your media if you want to change the pictures or videos. Here's where you can add all the text. You can see it has placeholders here. So this can all be automatically populated, and add your pixel. and then launch your campaign. You don't even have to go into Facebook Ads Manager, which if you've ever run Facebook ads, for a lot of people, that's very intimidating, overwhelming.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you can just run through here. And then soon is Google ads are coming as well. So
Amazing.
we'll be able to activate Google ads in here fairly soon, hopefully. The other one we've added is webinars. So we have a built-in webinar platform. So you can run live webinars and evergreen webinars from here.
Oh, that's great.
And that's being tested with a few people, but this will be rolled out to everybody soon as well. And this integrates directly with our platform. So you can do things like, let's see, 2 days before the webinar is going to start, you can add them to an automation inside of our ClickHubs so that you create all those different automations and you can do really specific things based on your webinar. Like if somebody attends a webinar, if they don't attend the webinar, if they watch 25%, if they watch 50%. So you can really have granular control over the webinar. And this has a webinar builder included, or you can use ClickHubs to build your webinars. We have a really nice template that we'll have available for you guys soon. And then you can embed the webinar stuff in there, like the registration and stuff like that.
Wow, that's so cool. Now, you're going to show the AI?
The last one is we just set this up yesterday for testing, but we will be adding this. So this is an AI hub. And right now we'll have a bunch of pre-made tools available for you. So you can come in here and let's say you want a website copy generator. You can say, what's your business name? I'll just say ClickHubs, show you really quick. We sell CRM and marketing. And let's say coaches just for this sake. So then you just submit here and then it's going to generate this. The nice thing about this too is we will be creating our own forms that match our templates. So we have some really proven high converting templates that we're creating all the automations, all the templates, all the emails, and then you'll be able to fill out this questionnaire here and it'll give you the content for the email. So you just copy and paste those and then you're 95% launched. I mean, literally people pay thousands of dollars for that and you could probably do the whole thing in an hour. Once we have this up and running.
Wow.
So this is just a basic, but it just gives you the basic text here, and then you can build on this using AI to expand these out. And then we're going to be building these with our own prompts, for what our members want. And so this will be a lot more advanced when we launch it officially here.
Brilliant.
A ton of options. So that's ClickHubs, things that we added. A couple other things we added specifically is some of the templates that we're building. So for example, this is a challenge template. We actually designed this template for one of our members and he moved over from a different platform and we designed and built this for him and he was our first member actually. He's still using it, but he's had huge success with it. It's converted really well. And so we turned it into a template and made it available for some of our other members. And they've also had really good success with this. But it's just a really great looking challenge funnel and designed by my partner, Chris, who's a world-class designer. He's done funnels for Alex Jones, Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather. So he's done funnels that have done millions and millions of dollars in sales. Excellent designer. So with this template, we also have automations that go with it, reminders. So day 2 is about to start. Don't miss it. And so all those automations, all those emails are all built out. And so that's the kind of stuff that we're putting into our members' accounts so that if you want to do a challenge funnel, you've got the whole thing already built out. You can just change your images. We're including these Photoshop files as well. So you can come in here and just update the text if you want to just stick with this kind of a style, change the colors. Also giving this design as a Figma file. So if you have a designer or if you're using Figma, you can change the design there and then come and build it out. So yeah, this is all preloaded in people's accounts. We've got several different.
I will just comment on that. This is where it is just insane, where it's not just that you're paying for the platform, and some platforms you pay for, or in my experience anyway, it's easy to get lost in trying to figure out how to navigate it. The fact that you have the help support, the fact that there's a support email, the fact there's so much, as well as the videos, there is so much support to it. But the fact that you've created the templates that is not just a a website template or a funnel template that you've got a lot of like the all in a box, so to speak, that makes a lot of people save time, save the headaches, and just really get things going is an incredible value. So I just am blown away, and you know how I feel about that. So I just wanted to comment on that, but please
Well,
continue.
we've been doing this a long time, both of us. So I guess between Chris and myself, we probably have over 30 years of experience in web design and marketing and all of this.
Yeah.
And so to be able to provide this to people and, based on real stuff, we're not trying to load ClickHubs up with all the bells and whistles, all the shiny objects. We're just trying to load the things that are going to help you operate your business, automate your business, scale, help more people, make more money, and, the important things, have more free time for yourself. And so we've been really selective as far as adding like webinars and things like that, and trying to decide, should we add this, should we not? We've probably 90% of the stuff we looked at, we decided that it's not going to be that helpful for people. It's more of a kind of a shiny object type of thing. So it might be good for us to sell more memberships, but we didn't think it was going to really help people. So most of the stuff we've declined, and the things that we're adding, we think will really add value to you and help you do all of those things so that you can have a better just overall quality of life and impact more people. So this is an example of the automations you can create. And so this automation matches the challenge template that I showed you. And you can see there's 7 different automations here. So for example, when somebody first signs up, they're going to have a tag added. It's going to send them a welcome email. And we've got these emails all built out. It runs super slow when I'm on Zoom, so apologize for that. Then we're going to wait 10 minutes, and then we're going to send another email, wait 30 minutes, and then we're going to see if they have a certain tag. If they have that tag, we're going to remove them from this workflow. If they don't, we're going to send them an upgrade email, and then we're going to send another email, get to know each other with prizes. So really, this is all pre-made. You don't have to do anything except for update the email content.
Wow.
So here's one that's a daily reminders. So this is going to send out, 24 hours before the first day, they're going to get an email that says, hey, the challenge is about to start today. 3 hours again before the first challenge. You can send SMS, email, Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger, WhatsApp. It's amazing. But all these are built out. And then if you come over into the marketing side of things and you go into the email templates, you can see we've got all these email templates built out for the challenges. So here's the bonus Q&A for day 1. So you can customize your logo and, make it look how you want. But the contact first name, that's going to automatically get populated. And then here we've got these brackets. You just update this, what's your challenge name? What's the time is it starting? You just come and change these few things, and you've already got everything ready to go. And this is where we're going to actually be putting into our AI hub. We're going to create AI generators for this, where you just answer a few questions and then it's going to spit out the text, and you can just come in here and paste it in here. So the emails are already made. You just customize it with your text. You can generate that with our AI soon. And we also have AI in here. So if you wanted to generate AI in here, you could use that for emails and things like that. But yeah, so that's just one funnel, a challenge funnel, but we'll be building this out for all of the core funnel types, lead magnet funnels. We have a review funnel that we're about to launch. So we'll have this for review funnels, and this will all be in people's accounts. And this is all, again, proven stuff that you can use to run your business, take back your time, help more people. And I'll just show you one more template that we're working on, which is our webinar template. And this was modeled after Jason Flatline. Maybe I'm saying his name wrong, but he's like the king of webinars. He's taught like Russell Brunson and those guys how to do webinars. So this is a webinar template that we're working on. We're going to start doing our own webinars soon. And so just very clean, very professional looking, the sign up page here. So yeah, just super clean. And here's the replay page so people can come back to the replay. So yeah, we'll be launching this, and then along with all the automations, all that stuff. So for people running webinars, you have the webinar software here, you'll have the funnels, you'll have the automations, and you can use the AI to generate your copy. It's amazing.
I know with marketing, you mentioned briefly about SMS, and I just wanted to touch on that for people that use SMS marketing in their business, that this platform does link up with, I've forgotten the
Twilio.
thing. Twilio, thank you.
Mhm.
So that if people are wanting to do SMS marketing, you can link it up. You can get the number through Twilio and link it up to here. So I just wanted to mention that because the SMS marketing world is growing.
Now you can, I know in Australia it's very expensive. My partner Chris has a client there that's very big business in marketing. And so they're using, I think it's, I don't remember the name of the company, but they're using a different company to text. And so you can do it through API and things like that. It's a little more advanced, but they're doing it on their account. But in the US and a lot of other places, Twilio is kind of the main company for that.
Yeah.
And then recently WhatsApp has been added, so you can use WhatsApp instead. There's a premium cost of that. I think it's $30 a month to use a WhatsApp account here because of the API costs and things like that. But you can tie that into automations. You can use AI to have conversations through WhatsApp. So a lot of options for email, SMS, WhatsApp. If somebody messages you through Facebook Messenger, you can automate replies to them through the platform. You can actually have conversations in here through to Facebook Messenger. So
wow.
I did these are where you can have conversations. So you can actually talk to people here. So you have kind of like a central inbox. Let's see here, actually. So I'll go in here and I'm going to, let's see if I can. So these are the contacts, and I want to filter by tag. So I want to see if anybody has the Facebook tag. And then I'll just show you this really quick. Apply that. Okay, so these folks messaged me through Facebook, and the idea was if you message me, gimme, then this is all automated. So we look for this keyword from Facebook Messenger, and then once they message us, we can message them back. And this is an automated message, and it says, what's your email? So now we want to get their email, because with Facebook Messenger, if somebody messages you, you have 24 hours to message them. Otherwise, you can't initiate a message.
Yeah.
So the idea is get their email, so now you can contact them through email. So you ask for email, it gives you the email, and then it goes on here to have some more, information. Would you like to also join our wait list and some other things? But this was all automated, so I haven't done anything. And then now down here, you can see I have a Facebook Messenger tab. So if I'm within the window to message, I can come in here and message them on Facebook directly. I don't have to go into Facebook. And also, if I had Instagram, I could message them through Instagram here, or Google Business Profile, GMB, SMS. So if I had their phone number, I could send them an SMS here, and WhatsApp will here. So basically, it's a central inbox, so you can communicate through any of those platforms without having to go specifically to those platforms. You can just do it all in here. So imagine how much time you save. You don't have to go, if you go to Facebook to give someone a message, you're probably going to get distracted with posts and things like that.
I do.
I do. It's terrible.
I'm logging in and out, and then, I am very easily squirrel.
Yeah. So this just lets you focus. You're just in the app, and you can do this from the mobile app too. So the mobile app will let you do two-way communication.
The thing I like about this too is the way my brain works, without, labeling anyone, but just the way my brain works is if I can do everything all in one and it's clean, it helps my brain to focus, and it helps me energetically just feel calmer. So being able to use this and Click, and the fact that it is so set out and structured, I think is a good thing for me.
Absolutely.
Personally.
I mean, that's huge, because you can come in here and just focus on doing stuff in this app without the distractions that you're going to experience in the other apps. Plus, with the automations and, with the preloaded stuff, automation is huge. You can probably save 25 to 50% of your time by automating things. So you have to set it up initially, but once it's set up initially, it just continues to work. You don't have to, email people or respond to them. You can send yourself notifications. So if somebody sends an SMS to you or an email or a Facebook message, you can notify yourself so you don't miss those messages, and you can automatically reply to them. You can say, hey, we'll have someone get back to you. It's so powerful to be able to just do that from one app, and really it's amazing how much time you can save because of that, which there's a ton of value to that, let alone how much you're saving by not having to subscribe to all of these different apps individually.
Yeah, for sure. Now, I know we touched on briefly with the WordPress stuff. Do you want to just, again, without going into all the options, but just briefly show what the website builder looks like?
Yeah. So in the site builder, we have funnels, websites, blogs. So you can do blogs here. So if you don't want to use WordPress, or if you're looking for a more basic blog, you can do that here and embed that into either a funnel or website.
Yeah.
Client portal, that's where I was going to show you that really quick. This is our private communities here. Actually, you can do a free community, which would be public. You can do a private community or a paid community. And so it's kind of like a Facebook group or school or circle or Mighty Networks. And this is fairly new, but it's improved a lot. So you can, tag people, you can like comments, you can reply, upload videos, pictures. And then now you can also access courses from here. So I can come in here and I can give people access to courses so they can have one platform to access all of this. These are the courses here, and then you can just come through and go through the courses. So that's really awesome. And then also you can access your affiliate portal here. So if you want to grab your affiliate link or see who signed up as a lead or an affiliate, commissions, or grab any of the resources, you can do that all from the client portal. So that's super awesome. And then forms and surveys. This is where you build your forms and surveys, and then you can embed those into any of the pages. There's a form widget you can use, or you can use code if it's like a WordPress. You can embed these forms into any other platform as well. And then the chat widget. This is actually a widget that you can put on any website. And just a couple of weeks ago, they added it as a live chat. So now you can actually have a conversation from within our app if somebody's talking to you from the chat widget on a website.
Amazing.
So that's and I'll show you the site builder here in just a second. So this is, let's see, chat type. You can have SMS, which is, hey, leave your number and we'll message you back. And then you can automate those. Or you can do live chat, which means you can come into the app and just have a conversation with people directly. And this just little circle in the corner, it just pops up. And yeah, super, super cool. You can customize the colors. You can customize your acknowledgement settings. We'll have someone get back to you shortly. And media, you can upload unlimited videos, images, PDFs, so you can deliver your PDFs from here. So you don't have to pay for video storage or any of that stuff. That's all included.
So it's all hosted within the ClickHubs.
Yep, it's all hosted on Google Cloud.
Amazing.
Yep, definitely. And then these are what the website and funnel builder looks like. So the website and funnel builder, the funnel builder, you can actually do split testing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's amazing. If you have a ton of traffic, you can say, okay, I want to test a different headline to see which one's converting higher. And then you can look at the stats and see which one of the variations is converting higher. Headlines
Which
are very
is powerful
important.
if you're going to put a lot of money into ads. You want to obviously put those dollars towards the one that works more effectively.
Absolutely. Headlines are super important.
Yeah.
And so if you can do a test here, then you can see which one's working better and then you can merge them together. So if this one wins, then you can make that the what's called the control. And then you can test something else. Maybe you want to test a button color or something like that. Those things all make differences. They've been proven to make differences. So you might test a green button versus a red button. And
Yeah.
Depending on your audience, what you're selling and things like that, there's going to be a difference between conversions. And so the key with split tests, on this level is you just want to test one thing, typically like a headline or a button.
To know the difference.
Yeah, there's more advanced ways of testing where you can test multiple things, but if you don't know what you're really doing, then I would just stick with one thing.
Yeah.
And then when you get in here, the editor, this is actually a complete new interface. They've completely redesigned it, and functionality wise, they'll have some really nice features coming in the next couple months to make it even better. But you've got all the different elements you can drag out here. You just drag them onto the canvas and then you can click and edit, start typing. You've got, here's your layers panel. So you can actually come in here and see all the different components on the page. You can drag them around in here.
And just so people can see there as well, it does show you what it looks like on the mobile as well as the desktop, which is obviously really important because a lot of people in some of the other platforms, or particularly the cheaper ones, it will look great in the way that you're designing it. But if you don't check it on that device, I've seen some recently and everything's not looking as neat.
Yeah, this is a bad example because this is a custom section I'm building. So we're working on building custom sections for our members that they can just pop in pretty easily.
Yep.
And so this one is a testimonial slider. So this was something that we custom coded.
Oh, wow.
Not part of the platform. But I figured for editing, it would be difficult to edit it like this. So in the editor, I made it to where it's just a single column where you can just come in and edit it much easier. So this one doesn't really show what it looks like on the live page, but there was a reason for that, just to make it easier for people to come in here and access this. So yeah, we're working on these custom sections that we've designed and built that will make it easier for you to add these things to your site. So you would just come in here and you would click on section templates. You'd find the one you want and just drag it out here. And that's it. But yeah, so we're really making a push to get a third device added here, which would be a tablet. So I think that's going to be coming soon.
Yeah.
You know, they've added some really cool things recently, like on videos you can do what's called video gating. So you can say, okay, after 1 minute I want a form to pop up, and you have to enter your name and email to continue watching the video. So that's a great lead magnet. You can also track video views through the automation. So if somebody watched 30 seconds of a video, you can send them an email. If they watched a minute of a video, you can send them a different email. So a lot of super powerful stuff making its way in here. We have timers and you know, just all the basic stuff that you would see.
Yeah.
Surveys, SVG files, countdown timers, and of course order forms. So you can sell products here. You can have a 1-step or a 2-step order form. And recently we've also added e-commerce. It's very basic right now, but I'd say in 3 to 6 months it will be very usable. They move very fast once they release the first version. So I don't know if I have an example set up here, but let's see. I don't, but these are the different, there's hundreds and hundreds of templates pre-made that you can use as a starting point.
Yeah.
And the templates are, there's email templates, there's website funnel templates, form templates, survey templates. So if you look at the form builder and you add a form, you can start from a template. So there's a ton of form templates you can use here. Same with surveys. And this is super cool too. We have a social media planner, so you can actually plan your social media posts. You can drag them around, and you can do, let's say you want to,
Which again, with the social media one, again saves costs, you know, versus I've forgotten all of them. But anyway, it's again another
HubSpot. I think HubSpot got rid of their free plan also. So yeah, so you can click, you know, I want to do a Facebook page, I want to do a Facebook group, I want to do Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, and Google My Business. And then you can say, I want to customize for each channel. So now you can come in here and you can customize for each channel. You can use AI to generate the content. You can use AI to generate images. You can do hashtag groups here, and then just schedule the post. What day do you want to schedule it? But the cool thing is we have some templates here also that will import about 28 to 30 different posts. So for example, if you're a restaurant, these are all pre-made templates that will be imported along with the pictures. And then you can just quickly go through and edit these, schedule out a month or 2 months worth of posts. And you can also do a CSV import. So if you have a CSV file, you can import 99 posts in one CSV import. So you could schedule 99 posts just from uploading a CSV file that have the links to the images, the content, and RSS posts. So you can create posts from an RSS feed. There's a ton of, like real estate, for example, a lot of sites that have RSS feeds. You can use that link to create your posts. So a ton of ways to get content here. YouTube is coming soon, so you'll be able to post to YouTube as well. Here's the affiliate manager. So here's where you can create your own affiliate campaign. So for example, we offer our members, if you have an affiliate link and if someone signs up through your link, you get 30% every month of whatever the purchase price is. So if somebody signs up for 97 a month, you get, what's that, 30 something? That is terrible. 27, 28 something.
We'll just round it.
Yeah, exactly. You get 30% of that.
33 or 32.75888.
Yeah, so you can do a percentage, you can do a fixed price, you can do recurring, or you can do one time. So you can really create awesome affiliate or rewards programs. Here's where you can create the calendars. So you can do like service calendars, physical rooms, equipment rooms. And so these are,
So there's no limit to how many calendars you can bring in. It looks like you've got quite a few.
Yeah, it's unlimited calendars, unlimited websites, funnels, unlimited domains. All of that is unlimited. So it's really, yeah.
What about emails? Is there a restriction to how many email accounts you have linked in?
For emails, it's really designed to work off of one domain in an account. So ideally the account, it's considered you're just using this to run your business. We have a lot of people that run multiple businesses, but for the email domain, you would have to use something generic if you're doing that. So you can't have like 10 different email domains and then send to different people. They did recently add the ability to add more than one email domain for different parts of the platform. So you can kind of spread your risk. Like conversations, you can use one email, automations, you can use another one, and then the basic email sending. But it's not really intended to have complete different email sending domains. I don't hold me to it, but I think they said that they're going to be adding that possibility. So if you wanted to switch emails and then send out from a different domain, I think that's coming soon, but not 100%. So I don't want to promise that.
Yeah.
But you can have unlimited domains and subdomains, unlimited contacts. So we're switching to a 97 a month, a 297, and a 497 a month plan. We're considering on the 97 a month, we may limit the contacts and the amount of users you can have. You know, most of these platforms charge per user, but we don't. And so on our 97 a month plan, we may do like a 5 or 10 user limit. But on our 297 and 497, it's unlimited users. So you can add as many staff or team members as you want. They have their own independent login. You can control permissions to what they have access to. And then on our 297 plan and up, you're going to have the webinars, the AI, our full access to AI. I think our 97 will have a more basic AI access, but the 297 will have our premium templates, our full automations. So that's not going to be available on the 97 plan.
I think just with that anyway, all of like when you compare it to the software out there, not only is this premium in terms of what its functionality and what it does, but the fact that what it includes actually just automatically is a winner. When you cut out all the other platforms and costs, most people will save immediately, pretty much everyone.
I canceled my Active Campaign account a few months ago, and I was paying $75 a month. And I think that was maybe 1,000 or 2,000 contacts. You know, at 97 a month, it's really a no-brainer. At 297 with webinar, with all the assets and resources we're giving,
video hosting,
still an amazing deal. Another one of our members, I actually posted on my profile. He's canceled this Active Campaign, and it saved him $99 a month. And I said, "So you're $2 a month positive now?" And he said, "He said it saved me a lot more than that with all the other apps." So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and aside from how much you're saving on the software, which a lot of people are paying hundreds or even more, into the thousands for some of this if you're a really heavy user. So aside from that saving, the time you're saving from, especially with all the resources we're giving, it can save a ton of time, which that's very valuable. And being able to take your time back, being able to automate things so you're not making mistakes. How much business can people lose if they make a mistake and forget to get back to somebody or don't reply? And then also with the funnels, templates, and all that stuff we're building, I mean, that's a tremendous value. And we're just really our goal is always to provide way more value than we're asking you to pay. And so
that has what you've always demonstrated, which has always blown my mind, because I know when we were over in the other camp, you were providing so much value. And I was like, oh, I just wish, you had that outlet, and seeing you now be able to do that fully. I just wanted to say as well, so just to compare our positions on this, or our perspective. So obviously you've got a far greater, longer, wider knowledge and background in this world. For me, it's a lot newer. And this is why I see the value in it is when I started, my own business, and I was thinking, oh, I need to have a blog or a newsletter. But even on the web, even when I just thought about the website, I started paying money for my Calendlys, and I was paying for all these things that I also didn't understand how to set up or use correctly, or how to link it all in. And I found getting going in my business a real struggle. And the hardest thing was I had money coming out straight away before I had the money coming in, because I wasn't fully set up. And I know a lot of people struggle with the same thing. So if you're setting up a business and you've got a lot of money outlaid before people hear your name and come to you, it's really stressful. So the fact that this is affordable, the fact that you don't have to have everything done at the same time, you can just focus on the website, or just focus on your newsletter, or whatever it might be, and you can build upon it. The fact that it's all available in the platform, the fact that there's videos available for training, the fact there is that 24 our support. But the thing that gave me peace of mind from day one, which I know you know this because we've had conversations and I have stalked you for years in watching you shine, but what gave me peace of mind is knowing you enough to know that your true desire is to help. And so if anyone got stuck on something that, the video didn't make sense or there was a little piece missing that they needed clarified, you always make sure that is clarified. And so for me, that's one of the most reassuring things in getting to know a new platform or choosing where I invest my money, is knowing that you have that support. So some people might be on the advanced side, but if anyone's on the newer end, like I am or I was, that's just one of the things that for me, I found the most reassuring of all.
Well, thank you so much. And my partner Chris, has the same philosophy, and I think that's why we came together and we're so excited and passionate about this. So, he really cares about his clients. And I just was going to share the very first funnel that we built. So we're after we get things settled, we're going to launch ClickHubs Pros, where we're going to start doing more funnels and building out and offer services for you. And I just want to share this because he is really a brilliant designer. So he designed this page for our first member. And then, we got some animations here. But not only did he design the page, he redid his logos for him, got the colors dialed in. And then like all of these graphics, like he built all of these graphics, this logo, that pretty straightforward here, but all of these offer stacks. So, all of this stuff, he designed and built all of these graphics, all customized for his brand. The laptop thing. So not just the funnel itself, but all the graphics and the logo, all that stuff was designed by Chris. And then our team built these out, all this stuff here. So it's just such a professional looking design with the rocket, everything, the background images. And the most important thing is it looks great, it looks professional, and it converts. And, the upsells are converting really well for him as well. His challenge is a paid challenge, so he charges $100 for his challenge, and then I think his back end offers go up to like $10,000, I think, and he's doing really well. And so, I know I'm interviewing here, but Chris is a very integral and important part of this, and with his designs and his expertise with marketing and funnels combined, I think, I really feel like we're building something special, and I think we're going to be able to help people do really well with our platform. And, more than just a platform, we consider ourselves partners with our members. So we really try to help as much as we can and have an active role if you want us to. If you don't, then we have a great platform you can just use on your own. But the people that have reached out to us, we've been very interactive and very helpful. Our $497 a month plan is going to move to an application only plan. And, that's obviously for $497 a month, you have to be a more serious business to be able to afford that. And so we want to make sure that, we're not just taking people's money, but it's the right fit. It's people that are ready to really maximize the platform. And that plan will have more coaching aspects to it. We'll have private coaching calls as far as business strategy, marketing strategy, things like that. And our best of the best templates and resources and access to us also. So yeah, we're excited.
Amazing.
But I think our $297 is probably the sweet spot where you're going to get the most resources, even just the webinar, the ads, and the AI. If you bought those separately, you're probably looking at $50 to $100 a month just on those three things, not to mention some of our premium templates and automations. So that's kind of, I think, will be the sweet spot that I think would make sense for most people. But we also wanted to have the 97 for people that are just getting started and don't have a lot of funds. And that 97 plan is going to have full access to the platform. The only limitations might be how many users and how many contacts, but that's still open. We may just keep that open. But
yeah, I mean, this is the thing. I think if that's, if people are getting started where, money is a consideration for sure, that knowing that you can still do so much to use the platform at that offer. And, if people are watching this and it's still during the limited lifetime offer to get in the deal that, is locking in that monthly fee, then even better as well. But yeah, again, one of the things that I love is you are such a humble man. So I know that after I praised you, you naturally wanted to pay it forward. But just to comment in regards to Chris for those people thinking, Chris who? Did you want to just mention Chris's name so people that might be familiar with him?
Yeah.
Because he does do amazing sites and funnels, not just the one that you saw that's clean and that you've rolled out as a template for people like me that might use it, but he has worked with some big names. But just for people to know which Chris he is.
Yeah, Chris Holloway, he's a fellow down under. He's
Aussies, yeah.
Yeah, he lives down there, and yeah, he's been designing for a long time. So his company does designs for, I guess, like a white label design. So another company that works with the top celebrities in the world, the most, influential people. And so Chris actually does the designs of the funnels and builds them. So he designs them and builds them. He doesn't do the copy so much, but the designs, obviously if he's making designs for funnels that are doing, $50 million in sales,
yeah,
he knows what he's doing, and he has a lot of credibility there. And he can't share some of these designs for celebrities, and that's their own thing. But I've seen them, and they're amazing. It's like, wow, this is just amazing. So his work is amazing, and working on funnels like that. I mean, he's designing the funnel, so he knows what converts. I mean, they're not giving him a design and saying, okay, make this look pretty. He's designing the funnel from scratch and building it, and these are funnels that are converting, millions and millions of dollars in sales. So he knows how to build funnels. He knows the strategy, and together,
he's done it for such a long time.
Absolutely. And together, I mean, we just geek out. We both love this stuff. We geek out. We meet probably 4 or 5 times a week on Zoom calls, and we have to really fight to like, hey, here's this deal. Should we do this? And we're like, no, no, we don't need it. So we just both love this stuff. We're excited. We love helping people, and so we're just trying to carry that over into our platform. And yeah, it's been amazing.
Yeah, well, I think it is a great partnership for sure. And I think it's a great business model to work in a business with someone you really enjoy and both have your strengths. And so seeing it from a customer perspective, it is certainly a strong and great relationship. So yeah, I think we've covered a lot today. So I appreciate your time and going through the run through. Like I say to anyone watching this, that, any of the offers that you can get in is going to be worth it. It is such a strong platform. It is got that dedication and the customer support, as Tony has mentioned. So definitely take a look and consider investing and doing yourself a favor.
We'd love to have you. So, there's no hidden fees, but there are some fees, emails that we include. For emails, right now we're including about 14,000 email sends, and then after that it's about $10 for 14,000. We don't really make markup on the email sends. We've kind of taken it to the lower tier. We don't want that to be a profit center for us. So emails, AI, there are some things that are premium. SMS, that's pretty standard on these platforms, but as far as all the tech, it's all included. So aside from emails, I mean, everybody's going to send emails, but 14,000 is a lot. Aside from that, the other things are optional. You don't have to use AI in our platform if you don't want to. There's plenty of AI tools out there. It's just a convenience factor. So if you want to use those, you can pay for some of those, but if not, you're not forced to use them. But
well, I think the time saving and the automation and, if you use AI, but particularly the templates, which, we've gone through today, but the platform itself and the stability, it's been a platform that's been going for about 6 years, and then ClickHubs built stronger around that. So, yeah. So
and one last example really quick is, for example, the conversational AI. So they're starting to include that now, where you can use an AI bot to answer your live widget, or if somebody SMS you or sends you a message, AI can reply, and you can train that based on your website URL, or you can upload a Google Doc to train it. And so there's an expense to that. I think they just rolled out an unlimited use for that, which is $30 or $40 a month. So, a lot of people might say, oh, I don't want to pay another $40, but imagine if you had to reply to all those messages as opposed to having it done by AI. And the AI can book appointments into your calendar. Like, I have this day available, this day, will that work for you? And then if you said, yeah, I want to take Tuesday at 3:00, it'll actually book that into the calendar. That's staff you don't have to pay, or that's your own time you don't have to pay. So for $40 a month to be able to do that, and again, it's optional, you don't have to do it, but a lot of people, they're looking at the smaller picture of, I don't want to pay another $40 a month, but then they're going to go and spend 10, 20 hours a week replying to those messages, booking those calls, or hiring a VA to do that, things like that. So you got to pick your battles.
That's the great thing about the optional extras that really, like, it can ramp up forever, but it's this thing that you don't have to know straight away. You can get in, get familiar with the platform, and even see, demonstrations. And then if you get to that point in your business where you think the platform's helping my business grow strong, I've got some extra dollars because I've saved a lot and brought in a lot,
Absolutely.
then it might be some things that you test out to think, well, why don't I give this a go, pay the $40 and see if it does work, and it could be the best investment.
And
But it's nice knowing that these things are just purely optional if people are at that point.
And even that, you can do a per response also, like a few cents per reply. So you don't have to just jump straight into 40. You can just start using it on a smaller level. And if you reach $40, then you can switch over to that. So yeah, I mean, we have pretty much everything you need. And, again, it's optional, but the platform, it truly is amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
I love everything about them. So I know we're going to cut it off here, but last thing I'll say is, I'm in the private group, and the co-founders of the company, they're in the group. One time I posted a question. I was having an issue with something, 10 o'clock on a Friday night, and the co-founder asked me for my ticket number and escalated my ticket on 10 on Friday night. They're always, if you have a question or a suggestion, the high level owners, the guys that started the company. And again, this is a $500 million valuation company. So these guys are big shots now, and it's grown so much. But they're still, they're in the group. And if you have a question, they'll tag whoever's working on the team on the software. And those people, they've private messaged me. I have booking a call with somebody on the WordPress team to help, he wants to get my feedback on how they can improve the domain setup part of it. So they're very open to getting feedback from people. They're doing their best to make sure you get the support you need. If you have an issue, they're escalating tickets. The founders in there answering questions for people every day, very active. And it's just great to have a company behind you that is that engaged and that invests.
Well, I think that's one of the reasons that they're one of the strongest in the world, because the fact that it's 6 years in says many things, but the fact that they are still, like, at the top, they are still in touch with the people down the bottom, I think is just in the blood of who they are. And I think it is definitely one of the reasons for there to be so many raving fans, because everyone feels included in together, making it a big success for everyone. So, but yes, I know that you're passionate, and certainly can have more conversations with people in Tony's groups when you come through. But yeah, thank you for your time and going through the run through, and wishing all the best for ClickHubs going strong.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure having you as a member, and we're looking forward to really getting you to dive in there and help you in any way we can.
Thanks, Tony.
Thank you, Sarah.